Today I would like to demonstrate the snare warm-up page. On the very first line, the first measure is eighth notes played with the right hand only. Then on the second measure, we play 16th notes with an alternating pattern. The way we count eighth notes is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And the way you count 16th notes is 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. I'll demonstrate all on the snare. Here's the first line. Now this time I'll play it again, but I'll count along as I play. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Now the second line is all eighth notes again in the first measure with the right hand, but now we change the rhythmic pattern on the second measure. We're going to leave out the The new count is 1 E and, 2 E and, 3 E and, 4 E and. I'll demonstrate. It's very important that you do watch the pattern on the page and make sure you're using the correct sticking. I'll play it again, but this time I'll count along. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and, 2 E and, 3 E and, 4 E and 1. Now the third line, again, eighth notes on the first measure with the right hand, but now we have a new rhythmic pattern on the second measure. The new count is 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. I'll demonstrate. I'll play it again, but this time I'll count along. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Now the fourth line, again, first measure is eighth notes with the right hand. New rhythmic pattern on the second measure. The new count is 1 E, a 2 E, a 3 E, a 4 E. I'll demonstrate. I'll play it again, and this time count along. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E, a 2 E, a 3 E, a 4 E, a 1. From here, if you continue on down the page, you will notice that we repeat the previous exercises, but now we start with the left hand. So the left hand will play the first measure on the eighth notes, and then you'll have a left hand lead on the second measure. Now instead of going through that, I would like to demonstrate what happens when we add other instruments. Let's add the bass drum on quarter notes. We're going to go back to the first line, and we're going to play the bass drum on quarter notes while I play line 1. This is what that would sound like. I'll play it again, but this time I'll count along. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Second line would sound like this. I'll play the second line again, but this time I'll count along. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. The third line would sound like this.